Welcome to the first ever recording of the Cutting Room Floor podcast.
Yay!
Yay! This is good. This is our DC special first ever episode talking about lots of shit, basically. Talking about some Wonder Woman, talking about some Flash. Yeah, loads of good stuff. My name is Brian, and with me today is
Laura! Yay! Hi!
And we are the wonderful podcasting tag team that will be blessing your ears for the next half an hour. We don't have a lot of time. We did not plan this as well as we'd like.
Someone wants to play computer games.
Alright, yes, I want to play computer games.
I don't play computer games. You don't have to worry about me talking about them. Don't worry.
But I might get her to talk about them at some point.
No!
Sizzle for future episode maybe. Or she will shoot me and I'll wind up in the alley just so he doesn't have to put up with this crap.
Where are we starting then?
Right. Wonder Woman. Let's talk about Wonder Woman because we saw it literally the other day, Tuesday night. Had to confirm that with my clock. What do you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Gal Gadot is a specimen of a female.
She is.
She's absolutely stunning.
She's very pretty.
And unlike most DC films, this one actually had a plot that you could follow, and there was no mention of Martha. Martha!
Thank God for that. Disclaimer, anyone who likes Batman vs Superman, you can just go ahead and switch off now. You're not going to like this very much at all. I thought that was a horrible, horrible piece of shit filmmaking, which we will probably discuss, as I've already become notorious for trashing that film. But
Batman vs Superman made Brian hate Batman for a little while. That's
a little bit.
How much he hated it.
Well, right.
Oh God, we're already starting.
Okay, alright.
Let's save this for episode 2.
Okay, alright.
Back to Wonder Woman. What did you think of Wonder Woman, Brian, as our DC fanboy?
Haha. Yes, I like DC. I also like Marvel. You know, I'm pretty open-minded. I just think that Batman is the best. Wonder Woman. Back on track. The interesting film. I thought it was pretty good. I still had the sort of Zack Snyder filter. Very much
that blue,
monochrome sort of.
That blue look.
Yeah, and slow motion.
I loved the slow motion.
Okay, the slow motion was better than any other film, but it was
that slow motion water thing when she's swimming, the slow motion dive, just the slow motion fighting, slow mo. Gotta love slow mo.
Okay, all right, you done? Nobody saw that, but Laura was gesticulating wildly. It was pretty crazy. There was a lot going on there. Yes. Beyond that though, I thought it was pretty good. Solid origin movie, standard really. It was pretty interesting. I like the way that she was portrayed more than anything else. I mean, my initial fear was they were going to do what they do with every female-led film, and just basically go, she's the lead, but no, she's not. Look at this other guy. He's there.
I think the Steve Trevor Wonder Woman dynamic was very well done. They were two separate people, but also together.
Yeah.
Like, didn't... It wasn't just like, big strong woman, damsel in distress. Like, they both had characters, and they both had aspects of themselves that were strong.
They both had decent motives, and absolutely, it felt pretty good. They were both pretty well realized characters, which back to Batman vs Superman for just a second. Batman vs Superman were both basically kind of the same idiot person who doesn't know how to communicate and just punches things.
What did you say? Wonder Woman was the Superman you've always wanted.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Look, right, the best Superman in the comics is we're talking Frank Whiteley, Superman. By the way, he's an amazing artist. The best Superman in the comics is that one that you can really see is very much an optimist, but isn't a dumb fuck as regards to being an optimist. Like, he's not like, oh, I'm an optimist, therefore I'm an idiot. And it's the way that Batman and Superman work in the comics is that one goes, oh, you're an idiot. Humans are evil. I hate you all. And goes to listen to some heavy metal. And the other one goes, oh, you're an idiot. You're wrong. I can prove you wrong. Day in, day out. Let me go ahead and show you what humankind is all about. And he does. He does time and time again. And that's important because ultimately in stuff like the comics, you need both sides of that argument. Because ultimately humans are both sides of that argument, I guess. It's a decision, it's a choice. And I think Wonder Woman did it pretty well as well. Wonder Woman did it in much more of a people are human, make the right choice, be good kind of message, which was nice. I really liked that. And can I just say, Kid Wonder Woman, whoever that kid actress is going to be.
She was great, wasn't she?
Damn cute. She's going to grow up with scars because she's a Hollywood celebrity. But
she was really good.
She was amazing.
And I also liked all the Amazon ladies, Amazonians.
Yeah.
That they weren't just your generic, like, stick figure model. There was a boxer.
Yeah.
I believe, and there's another one of the Amazonians was played by another sports personality, and the fact that they were actual women as opposed to like poster girls, they were women with shapes and different shapes as well.
Yeah,
was
definitely
very nice to see as a woman.
And even also important on this front, I found out today that Antiope, I'm definitely saying that wrong, was played by...
Antiope? Is that not how it's pronounced?
That sounds right. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think.
I found out that she was played by Robin Wright, who is the Princess Bride.
Oh, your favourite film!
Which I love. So that was pretty great. Also, going from damsel in distress to I will rip your fucking head off was pretty great.
I like their dynamic. Antiope and the mum. What's her name?
Hippolyta. These are terrible names that we are butchering.
I like them. How they saw Diana. One wanted to protect her because she knew what was coming, whereas the other one wanted to train her because she knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And I thought that was that would have been quite nice to see a little bit more of.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of struggle between wanting to keep her safe but also wanting to, empower her with her strength that ultimately she needs.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Basically two different versions of protecting her, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is quite good. The warrior and the mother, I guess. That was very cool. Very cool. Complete spoilers for this film, by the way. So we haven't really said anything so far. We've just been talking generally, but we will probably dive in a bit more detail as we go.
Did not like David Thewlis being a baddie.
No, our poor Mr. Lupin, British bad guy. Very amusing. Oh, I'm British, so therefore I'm evil. I don't know what that accent was.
No, you're British. You can do a British accent.
It's lies. It's all lies.
But he I kind of am a bit, I don't know, shocked maybe that he did die right at the end, because he is quite a big Wonder Woman.
Or did he?
Well,
it's always the classic. It's always the classic kind of comic book endings aren't really
deaths. Steve Trevor didn't die?
Well, we can hope.
Oh.
I mean, there are a few theories on, fountains of youth and other kind of things that maybe would help him survive to the end.
Yeah. But surely, would that not, like, if he was not dead, would he not have come back?
Like, straight away.
To find her?
Well, I mean...
And, like, but, okay, so then, because we're now, this is 100 years previously to Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
So, that, like, if he hadn't have died, she would have known him more, so then... But then I suppose it doesn't make much difference because she's still sad because he would have died anyway at some point because he's a human. Forgive my ramblings.
Well, unless whatever kept him alive obviously kept him alive for longer than a human's supposed to live. But, whatever. I mean, there are a billion different ways they can do it. Like, there are cubes and magical things, and the Flash basically can do whatever the fuck he wants. He just, like, nip in and out of the Speed Force and grab him if he wants to.
How does this now make you feel for Justice League?
I'm not sure. Not sure. I think it will be terrible. But that's because, ultimately, I go back and forward on this, but basically my problem is it's really hard for me to understand how they're going to introduce a butt ton of characters, make me care about history we know nothing about, so all this... basically, it's like Quest for the Three Mother Boxes is the story for Justice League. One held by the humans, one held by the Atlanteans, and one held by someone else. I have no idea. But, I just don't know how they're going to be like, have time to set up the story and then... follow through with, hey, there's Aquaman, hey, there's the Flash, hey, there's this, look what's happening over here.
They've effectively got to bring in
Cyborg as well, yeah.
Three new characters.
And the villains. Like, they've got to actually introduce villains and motors, otherwise it's going to be trash. And also, Steppenwolf from the Batman vs Superman outtake looked like shit. So,
did not look good, did it?
just a horrible pile of CGI shit. Well, like, he didn't look bad so much as he was the same colour as the background, boring, dull, I'm a generic alien. Like, I mean, if you ever seen Steppenwolf in the comics, he's basically like a barbarian man. He just wears like a barbarian outfit with like furs and an axe and a Viking helmet, horned helmet, kind of. I get that they maybe didn't want to do that.
Like Attila the Hun.
Basically. But, I mean, I would have been happier if they did that. You know what I mean? Like, part of me wanted them to just go like full cheese straight away. But, they wanted to have 2.5 hours of a film called Batman vs Superman. We were just milling about being sad. Sorry, moving on. Yes.
How many times have you mentioned Batman vs Superman today?
Oh, just too many. Too many.
Oh dear.
Right, back to Wonder Woman, just briefly. I really want her to balance out the Justice League. They need some light. Because, I mean, the reason why...
She was very, very naive, and I really enjoyed that. But from what was seen of her, 5 minutes or whatever, in BVS, she seemed a little bit more hard around the edges.
Absolutely.
Time had sort of broken her a little bit.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
That might be...
Because no one in that film could be happy. Carry on.
It's because they had the blue filter.
Yeah.
No one can be happy with a blue filter.
Patty Jenkins made it happy, sort of. Yeah. Except for that time when she saved the village and then the village died.
That was really sad.
Fuck me.
Didn't like that.
I had to take a minute.
No one likes mustard gas.
No.
No one likes mustard
Contrary
gas.
to popular belief, does not taste like mustard.
Oh! Was, on a tangent, Dr. Poison.
Yeah.
Her mask thing.
Yeah.
Was that porcelain?
Yeah, I think so.
And it moved. Did you see how it moved?
There were like 3 bits to it. So it was. I figure it was just stuck onto her face where her muscles were.
So what happened to her? Because I don't know much about her.
Her character, I want to say, doesn't have the mask in the comics.
She looks very different in the comics, doesn't she? She's all like, she's just got goggles on, hasn't she? And no.
I'm not looking it up. I'm not looking up. Yeah, she just looks like a normal person in a costume. All right, I just.
Like in a doctor suit.
Yeah, sort of. It's sort of like a skin-tight black doctor suit because black is bad. And she looks super. She's got a super terrifying mask. She looks a bit psycho. I don't know. Yeah.
I wanted to know more about her.
If there was an origin to that mask, yeah. No, I honestly don't know. No. I mean,
you should have done your research.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what we do here. We do all our research. We're always on the ball.
Hey, it's our first one. We're just practicing.
Oh yeah, we have no idea what we're doing. I already wanted to name all the segments, and Laura was like, "We're not naming segments," and I'm like, "Oh, but I really want to name the segments."
No,
I've got some good names, some really good names. Like, you will not believe. Maybe I'll write down segments just for me.
Okay, just you do
that. Holy shit! That bit where she's going up over the trench into no man's land was amazing.
That no man's land scene was amazing.
Where she's just like, "Oh, guys, we gotta save people. Stop telling me I can't save people." And they're all like, "Dude, you're gonna get yourself killed."
And when the music drops in, do 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 do, and it's just like, yeah.
That was real good. I'm really glad you cut that there because we may have had to pay royalties if you'd hummed any more of it.
Oh.
Oh,
sorry. Sorry, Mr. DC man. I didn't mean to.
I mean, it's Hans Zimmer / Junkie XL.
Like, just that whole scene was just brilliant. And then
yeah.
And then they do the shield thing, and Steve is like,
cool.
Diana, shield, and then she knocks all that church
down. Dude, that was amazing.
So good.
It's like it takes 3 men to hold up half a tank, and she's already lobbed the rest of the tank away at that point. And then she like launches into a bell tower and just annihilates it. She is badass. She is terrifying. Actually terrifying.
She is the role model I have been waiting for all my life.
Nice.
Other than Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But, you know.
Nothing wrong with a bit of Stockholm Syndrome. That's fine.
Not original Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast. She don't have Stockholm Syndrome.
That's true.
She's a strong, independent lady.
That's true. Can't argue with that.
So, Belle, Wonder Woman, restored my faith
in ladies.
What about female characters in movies?
What about Rey? What about Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Nobody knows this because this is our first episode, but Laura does not like Star Wars. Well, not true.
I don't really get Star Wars. No, okay. I don't like anything in space.
Sure.
I don't like Star Wars.
The planets can fuck off. Who cares?
I don't like aliens.
The sun, we kind of need that. That's in space.
I want underwater stuff. Okay. I don't want in-space stuff.
Laura is a marine biologist, so therefore she can only like things underwater.
Everything
That's
underwater.
How that works.
You know, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Little Mermaid. They are top quality films.
We are definitely gonna.
Space, 2000 Years of Space Odyssey.
2001. Space Odyssey.
Well, that's 1 year too many in my opinion.
Fucked it, that's what I'm saying.
But no, I don't want anything in space. Space is scary.
Yeah, it's a little bit existential. Alright, Karen.
Sorry, just a quick in thing. I was listening to another podcast, and it told me this really cool fact, which then made me even more scared of space. Astronauts from NASA have to reuse their spacesuits. They don't have enough for astronauts to have a spacesuit of their own, and there is the potential that they won't have enough spacesuits for all the missions that they have planned. So they have to make more spacesuits, which cost a lot of money, or they have to cancel all these trips, trips up to Mars or whatever.
Just, jaunts, little
space jollies.
Little wanderings about, don't take that long.
that they have planned. And I thought that's
really interesting and terrifying.
Scary.
Yeah.
And there's also something where they're trying to make a new spacesuit that will attach to the outside of the spaceship or something.
Magnet boots. I'm not going to pretend like I know what spaceships are made of.
No. So the spacesuit will be on the side, and then you just climb in it, on the outside, so you don't have to do any getting in airlocks and stuff. Don't like space.
That sounds terrifying. Why would you ever?
I wouldn't want to go into space.
I would love to go into space.
Well, you can go into space on your own and then not come back.
Maybe I will.
Because space is terrifying.
I mean, I've seen comics. There's probably space ladies. I mean, I've seen Mass Effect. Mass Effect. The entire point of that game is to bang space ladies. I mean, I don't know how space junk and human junk, the mechanics of it don't care. Just banging a space lady. That's kind of.
Is that the game?
No, it's not the goal.
Oh.
I was making a subtle joke there that it was the goal. But it's okay. That's okay.
All right.
We just lost any of our audience that cared about Mass Effect or space, because you don't like space.
No space.
We'll come back to it occasionally, because this podcast is about films and TV and popular culture stuff. So I'll probably make you watch some space films. That'll probably happen.
Boo. No space films.
Okay. All right. Well, back to Earth.
Right.
I can segue with the best of them.
That was clever.
Thank you very much. I'm tugging on my collar like a kid from an 80s movie. Let's move on. Right. DC films in general have not got me very excited, but Wonder Woman has me excited for the future. Joss Whedon has been announced to be doing the Batgirl movie, and that's pretty interesting. I mean, I like Joss Whedon. He's good at strong female characters.
Right?
Nailed it. Strong female character being Nathan Fillion in that one.
Buffy.
There we go.
Brian's favourite TV show ever.
Oh, yeah. And by that I mean, literally, yeah. Love it. Obsessed. Yeah. Literally obsessed with it. Well, I haven't watched it in a while, but at the time I was obsessed with it. And I remember it all very fondly.
You're hoping for good things from Batgirl?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Which Batgirl is it going to... Is there more than one Batgirl?
There's lots, yeah.
Is it going to be Barbara Gordon? No.
Whenever you ask that about a comic book character, the answer is always yes.
Okay. Do you know which Batgirl it's going to be?
So it's like the Wonder Woman thing. No, we don't know yet. We don't really know any details, but there is a pretty good run of Batgirl comics from recent times, which I've forgotten all about the name of, or the artist, or the writer, but that was pretty good. So I think if it's going to be a modern Batgirl, it'll probably be a similar modern Batgirl take as
from the comics.
As the comics, yeah, basically.
Will Batman be in it?
I presume so. I still think Warner Brothers are of the opinion that you can't sell a Warner Brothers film without some kind of Batman reference. I just,
I hope it's not Killy Batman.
I mean, I really hope he's Killied himself. Well, no, that's depressing. No, I just to touch on Batman vs Superman one more time. He's not.
Batman doesn't kill people. Batman definitely killed some people.
Yep, when he's lobbing grenades back at you and stabbing you with your own knife several times.
Maybe
it's pretty bad.
Maybe that's what Batgirl's going to do. She's going to bring him back.
Well, the creed of the Justice League was as soon as it's formed, nobody kills nobody. Nobody dies.
But Justice League hasn't been formed yet.
No, but it's going to be... The end of Batman vs Superman was like, we're making the Justice League. So basically, branch off from there, we're instantly going to be in Justice League mode when the film comes out. So
Batman's still killing people, but he's going to form the Justice League.
Well, is he going to be still killing people living in Justice League? I really hope not. I hope that Diana has rubbed off on him, basically. So the question is, how are they going to introduce a Batgirl into this universe? That's
it, because you've seen sort of a Robin in the costume, but that's all you've seen, and to me, he seems quite a loner, and he seems like he's been a loner for some significant period of time. So whether it's going to be a post-Justice League realising that actually maybe he needs some support other than Alfred. Nailed it. Only one of the most popular comic book characters of all time. That's fine. And whether that's how they're going to bring her in, because I feel like it would be really weird if she then sort of pops up like, hey, Batgirl's here, having no... like...
History.
Yeah.
Well, this is the problem with starting a DC Films universe at a point where you're supposed to care about all these characters in the first place.
Or are they going to change origins slightly and make Batgirl kind of like a Robin-esque, like...
Or just straight away Batgirl.
Like Orphan Annie.
Sidekick. Okay.
Or Orphan Annie, like he takes her in and then...
Yeah. Oh, potentially. That would be interesting. Yeah, for sure.
So, Batgirl Robin-esque. Shimmy.
Yeah.
I want to see Red Hood.
I'm on board. Yes.
That's all I want to see.
Yes. There's a lot that leaves to be desired.
I want to see everything, to be honest. Me too. I just want them to make all the films I want to see, which they're not going to do. Squirrel Girl.
Well, I
want a Squirrel Girl film.
I don't know if you can cut through the DC to Marvel. I don't know if that's okay.
I like Marvel better.
I know. That's fine. I can't really disagree with that. I like some of the DC storylines, but Marvel just seem to have a better grasp.
Yeah.
A better grasp of what people want.
Grip.
Commit to it. Just lean in. It's fine. Everything's fine. Marvel are just a bit more modern, just in general. Although that being said, they have pushed back their leading lady film until 2018 or whenever Captain Marvel is coming out, just to make Spider-Man, which is not cool.
DC's films always just seem so dark, and that's why I think I like Wonder Woman so much, because so what have we had recently? We've had the Dark Knight trilogy, which should probably be called Dark, Dark and Darker, because it just gets more and more like...
Yeah, well, what you've got to understand about the Dark Knight trilogy, I'm defending it. I'm going to defend it to the hilt.
I know you will.
No, I don't like it that much. The Dark Knight is a phenomenal piece of filmmaking. The thing you got to understand about the Dark Knight is that Christopher Nolan only agreed to do it so long as it could be its isolated thing. Warner Brothers were like, we need to have a Batman that we can turn into a universe with Batman and Superman. He was like, if you give me the reins, I'm going to make 3 Batman films that will be good, and they won't be related to any... They won't have any supervillains in them.
But why do they all have to be so grey skies and I know DC is always a little bit more serious and a little bit more grown up.
Well, I don't know about that, but
just have a little bit of colour in there, or just have something, because there's enough crap going on
in real life
that sometimes you just want to go to the cinema to just be uplifted. And Wonder Woman, historically, Wonder Woman has been that film in probably 5 or 6 films that have all had this monochrome filter on. You know, no one can smile for more than about a second, and everyone talks like this.
Literally everyone.
Gruff.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I think Zack Snyder did. Zack Snyder was like, 300, that looks cool, I'll make that. And then his brain just stopped working, and then now it's just a loop of, 300 looks cool, I'll make that. And then people just chuck money at him. And then he makes 300 again. He makes...
Just with Batman.
Just whatever. Just
Superman.
doesn't matter about the characters. Let's just see Leonidas kick a guy down a well and shout,
Sparta!
This is Sparta. You totally nailed that.
Oh dear.
But no, absolutely. The problem is 300 as an isolated incident is fine. I enjoyed the film, but you know, it's a superhero universe.
You can't keep regurgitating the same thing again.
Slow-mo battles.
People, there are so many superhero films with, you know, Fox, Marvel Studios, DC, Warner Bros. You know, like all of them chucking out different superhero films that, unless you have something punchy and something like exciting, I think people will just get bored. Yeah,
I can't agree more. But it's more than that. It's the comics aren't really that. The comics aren't this dark. Oh, DC is dark. DC is supposed to be dark. Batman has been... I mean, a lot of Batman's popularity comes from Adam West's 66 Batman, which is amazing, but also camp as fuck. Like, who cares? It's great.
Adam West was good for the 60s.
Yeah,
like, that epitomises that era. Like, that wouldn't work now at all.
See, I am hoping for a middle ground. Like, basically...
You want a little bit of that pow woomph. Like, holy crickets, Batman!
Exactly.
But not too much.
But, yeah, because in the comics, the Justice League are characters. They're real people. Well, real people. Which have personalities. And the reason why a team works in any film, Star Wars, whatever, when you have a team, when you get a team together, you've got to get the team together. Whenever that happens, they have to have personalities that work well together but aren't the same.
Yeah.
Like, Superman's the relentless optimist. Wonder Woman's the honourable warrior. Batman is the cynical prick that we love. Aquaman is a king. He's got this kind of whole other side to his life. And...
he can talk to the fishes.
He can. Although that's not the same now. He's sort of... Well, okay. Old school Aquaman was all, I can talk to fish and have a conversation. Whee! And that was fine. But when they reimagined him later on, they were like, this power is stupid. Why is he talking to fish? Fish don't have the brain capacity to do that. Let's make it more real. So what he can do now, instead, is he has the power to mind control fish. So he just wills them to do stuff for him, which is kind of cool. If anyone's read the Blackest Night storyline of the comics, he's a Black Lantern for a bit. That's a whole thing. There's more than one color lantern. Spoiler alert. And he's evil, so he's like sort of zombie-esque. And then he's summoning like hundreds of dead fish, and that's kind of like a really cool, horribly gross scene.
Gross.
Yeah, it's very cool though. And the Flash. The Flash is a smart-talking, confident man who's the fastest man alive, and he knows it, and he loves it, and he likes saving people. And
Cyborg. We've missed Cyborg.
Wait, there's more. I wanted.
Sorry.
We also missed. By the way, I'm talking about classic cast of all these characters. By the way, I'm talking about Barry Allen. I'm talking about Arthur Curry. I'm not going to go into details with like the different versions of the Flash, Wally West, whatever. That's like a whole. I do like Wally, but it does bring us quite nicely onto another topic. I really want jingles and segments and stuff.
Okay.
But we don't have to. No, it's okay. I'll put them.
I don't want gimmicks.
I'll put them afterwards. It's fine. Yes. So, speaking of the Flash, not really a good segue. Just the name of the guy. Let's talk about the CW's TV shows for a bit, because I think honestly, there's some good stuff there, and not dark and depressing and horrible.
No.
Pretty important.
The Flash is great.
We do very much like The Flash.
The season finale
It's just happened. Spoiler alert. We're going to talk about it.
I don't think this just happened.
I know, it really hasn't. I don't even know when we're gonna put this online. So,
yeah, the season finale was.
Well, let's talk about the whole season as a whole, sort of, because I enjoyed it, but I've got a few problems with it.
I liked it.
Well, let's talk about.
I liked the Barry Iris growth of their relationship.
Yeah.
Didn't like Killer Frost because I want her to always be nice and lovely.
Fair.
But yeah, I thought it was a really solid season.
Sure. Right. Okay, my turn. Gonna slag it off for 20 minutes. No, I'm not. No. It was. Look, listen. It was a pretty good series overall, so long as you don't think about it too much. So the pacing for me was a bit of an issue. One of my biggest problems was a complete and epic waste of Flashpoint at the beginning of the series. It didn't really achieve anything. Like, I like the idea of having a Flashpoint, but some of the coolest aspects of Flashpoint you can't have in the CW Flarrowverse. I'm never going to call it that again. That's a horrible name. Because you can't have them because Batman isn't in it.
Yeah.
So,
because Flashpoint Batman is Batman's dad, right?
Spoiler alert for that 20-year-old comic, whatever. Yes. Basically, Flashpoint happens instead of his parents being killed, Batman's parents being killed, he is killed. And what happens is Thomas Wayne...
She comes to Joker, doesn't she?
Alright, okay, you're jumping ahead a little bit.
Sorry. I'm excited by things what I know.
Yeah.
I'll rein it in.
That's okay. I loved it.
Thomas Wayne, Batman, Martha Wayne, Joker.
Yeah, correct. So seeing their son dead basically drove them both mental. Martha Wayne goes mental first and instantly goes full Joker. And as soon as that happens, Thomas is like, shit, I have to rein it in. What the fuck's happened to my wife? Have to save her. But I'm going to use guns to be a different, darker Batman, I guess. But
then there never was any other Batman, so...
No, absolutely, no. No, I mean, I'm just saying from a meta perspective.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, there are some really good stories out there. And basically they sort of used a couple, but not very well. Okay. I'm just going to jump straight in. Remnant Barry, I thought was a bit of a cop-out as a character. They've done this a few times this series. What they've done is they've gone, oh, look at this thing. Oh, but actually don't worry, we're not doing anything new. Chill out, it's fine, everything happening is normal. Don't worry. And I'll give you an example. The musical episode. It's like, oh, they're singing, this is new. But then, oh no, they're in their own heads, nobody else is hearing them sing. It's fine, everything's fine. Another example, oh, Barry Allen is Savitar. Spoiler alert, he's not. It's a Barry Allen remnant that he created, which is something he can do where he still doesn't really make any sense. But he chucks a version of himself out of time to then help him take down people, and then that version hung around and then got super depressed because nobody treated him like the real Barry Allen and was mean to him. And then... So I have so many problems with this because, like, firstly it's Barry Allen, but oh, don't worry, it's just a fake out. It's not Barry Allen at all. It's some other dude. And then they're like, oh, he got all angry and depressed because nobody wanted him to be friends with him. Laura, can you imagine a single instance where Barry Allen's friends would be like, ugh, you're not Barry Allen, go away. No, because they're nice people. Well, you know, in this universe where they're the definition of nice, they are, nice people.
They'd not, like
that's insane.
I don't think they'd ever let that happen.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Flashpoint being used as an excuse to just give Wally West his powers finally was a bit like, it's fine, I guess.
But those last 2 episodes, they got me right in the heart.
Pretty intense.
With first HR.
Oh, this is
utterly lost my shit when that went down.
Yeah.
And then the end.
Yeah, when HR goes, I'll pretend to be you, Iris, with this technology from a different Earth, and then they do the body swap. Like, I'd like to say that comes under my 3 fake outs, because it's like, oh, we're killing a character, but it's okay. He's a character we still have. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. It's still a little bit of a fake.
HR with his drumsticks and his hat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I liked HR.
I did.
Better than Harrison Wells.
Do you mean the evil one, or do you mean the smart, boring one? Oh, the one with
the original. Well,
just a quick. No, the original is killed.
So the second original.
Yeah. But then all of that saving the world just to have Barry thrown into the Speed Force at the end.
I know you say he's going to come back, but still,
of course
it did make me really sad.
It's comics.
That whole series had been leading up to saving Iris, and then Barry leaves. When you think it's all going to be okay, then he goes.
Absolutely.
But just so sad.
Yeah. I mean, it did pretty well. It got me a little bit. I honestly was pretty happy with it though. I mean, we still have to catch up with Arrow and the others, because we tried watching Legends of Tomorrow from the beginning, didn't we?
Yeah.
And what did you think of that?
Didn't like it.
Kind of a bit chaotic. None of the characters felt like leads. Is that fair to say?
It sort of felt a bit like a wholesale of DC characters. Like, chuck them all in a box and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter if they work well together or not.
Yeah.
Let's just have them in a spaceship, have lots of CG.
Yeah, and like then there wasn't any one character that was like stealing the show or whatever, and it just all sort of felt a bit flat. Yeah. Because they were all kind of mediocre. Yeah. Really.
What did you think of Rip Hunter?
I like him as Doctor Who, but
Rory.
Rory from Doctor Who.
His name is, the actual actor's name is Arthur Darvill, and that's what I was thinking just then. Rory. I have no idea what his name is. Rory Pond. Okay.
But not Rory Pond.
Done. That's his new name. Ring him up. Ring up Arthur Darvill. That's his new character's name.
I think he is good supporting, but I don't think he can quite take that. He hasn't quite got that charisma to be confident to lead.
Whack it up a notch.
Yeah, I didn't. Didn't really get much from any of that, really.
No, I think that's fair. And like the Hawk people were so boring that they killed them for good, like halfway through the first season of Legends, which is insane. But that being said, they've also basically introduced the entire Justice Society of America into season 2. So for anyone who doesn't know, Justice Society of America is an alternate universe Justice League, pretty much, with Dr. Fate and some cool characters like that. So I'm quite excited about the prospect of that, to be honest. I quite like the idea of of that being a thing, but I just not got back into it. Like, we watched the DC crossover Invasion thing, and we were just like confused by the rest of them. Supergirl, what? Flash, fine. Arrow, we kind of know what's happening in Arrow. We sort of a few episodes into season 5, I think. That's not bad. I mean, again, they've like mixed it up completely now. New team, new everything. Yeah, absolutely. There's some interesting stuff happening there. And again, like, the Flash is basically Silver Age kind of cheese most of the time.
What I like.
And it works.
I like when things are a little bit more like upbeat, a bit more happy.
Yeah.
Flash does that for me. Yeah. Arrow does not do that for me.
Well, Arrow, the trouble with Arrow is, I think, the same problem with Torchwood, to reference another Doctor Who thing, which you're probably not going to get if you're not from the UK. But Torchwood was like dark Doctor Who, but then it was just as cheesy as Doctor Who, but pretending, and like that doesn't work as well. And that's the problem that Arrow has as well, is it's dark Flash, but it's the same, and even more confusing now, I think, because we have this whole, I used to kill people, but now I don't, but now I do again.
No.
Yeah, that's what that is.
But then
Oliver Queen's story arc, if you can call it that.
It's now getting a bit stupid because now Supergirl has been brought in. Supergirl is another really happy one.
Yeah.
So then why can't he be happy?
Yeah. Or at least be a little more silly. Like lean into it a bit more.
Loosen that top button a little bit, Oliver. Let the old abs out for a play. Like,
I think he does that enough.
Chill out.
As a general rule, I think he lets his abs out quite a lot.
Yeah, but not all like tense, and he needs to let them hang a bit.
Oh, okay. You mean have a chubby day?
Have a chub.
Like have a big belly burger.
Chappy. Chubby and happy.
Have like a big belly burger and just be content.
That's an episode I'd like to see. Him, Flash, Supergirl having a big belly burger and reminiscing about old times. That would be a great episode, and they could laugh and drink their Cokes or other beverages, whatever.
Other beverages are available.
And just, don't take life too seriously.
Agreed. That's just dangerous talk in general, really. Right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of DC?
No.
And its life and the many wonders of basically the only important characters, which are Batman and Superman.
And Wonder Woman.
Yeah, actually, holy shit. I totally spaced on that. I'm not sexist. No, fair enough.
I think we should wrap it up here for our first.
Yes, absolutely.
First podcast.
Next week we'll have more topics.
Let it be organic, Brian.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to add some sizzle to the end.
No.
Just a little.
We haven't.
Just a little.
We haven't had enough practice for sizzle.
I think I'm gonna make a joke. I'm not going to.
Try and do everything all at once.
Okay. All right. I believe in us.
We've done our first one. That's the Band-Aid.
Yeah, taken off.
So we can only get better now.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Hopefully. Yes, we're going to do this.
It's been a bit of a train crash, I feel.
You can say what you like. The machine just registers waves, so that can't be good or bad. So I'm just going to speak to the machine from now on.
Okay.
All right. See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.